The Golden State forward, Draymond Green, has been getting all sorts of media attention, but for the wrong reasons. As you probably already know, Green recently ended up punching one of his teammates, Jordan Poole. Since then, he's apologized for his actions towards the young star, but the punchee had some stern remarks regarding this incident. In today's video, we'll be telling you all there is to know about Poole's remarks. First up, here's what happened. So, Green punched Poole during a practice session. Yeah, that happened. Now, that definitely was a huge shocker, especially when you realize that the two players are teammates. Besides, it's not even like they had an actual game going on. The team was just practicing. If this is how the team's behaving in a practice session, then we shudder to think what sort of aggression they would be bringing in their games. Well, coming back to the incident, of course, as expected, Green ended up apologizing to Poole. Since then, the young man has shared his thoughts on the apology, remarking that it was professional and that the two parties planned on dealing with the incident in such a manner. It's a pretty mature approach, but something about it being professional just doesn't sit right with us. But that's not all the young star had to say. Up next, let's take a closer look at Poole's remarks. When talking about the apology itself, Jordan Poole said that Draymond Green dealt with it in a professional manner. And from the looks of it, the young star actually appreciated this approach, saying that they were planning to handle this problem in this way. Apart from this, he also said that the two players were here to play basketball, and that's what they were going to do. So from the looks of it, Poole understands that things might get heated during a game, but, of course, at the end of the day, they're here to win a championship. It's pretty obvious that things are bound to get heated up, which sometimes translates onto the court. This by no means is the justification for Green's actions, but it seems like Poole's forgiven him. He didn't have much else to say on the matter, apart from the fact that it was his priority to help his team win the championship. Moving on, let's take a closer look at this incident. From what has been reported about this incident, it looks like the two players ended up getting into a heated argument with each other during a practice session. The two players came chest to chest while exchanging heated words with each other. And well, we all know how it ended. That's right, in a severe act of aggression, Green took a swing at his teammate, landing a solid punch right to his face. Ouch. The video of this punch has been making the rounds on the internet after being leaked to TMZ. After the incident, Green took some time off from the team. Even though the team has said that he would be disciplined internally, we don't think a suspension will be heading his way soon. Green came back to the team a few days after the incident, and if we're to believe what the two players are saying, things between them have cooled down. The team, however, has said that they have no idea how the leaked video made its way to the internet and that they were actually going to conduct an investigation to determine its origins. Following up, here's everything else you need to know. As we discussed earlier, Green went into a self-imposed hiatus after this incident. This was probably to take a break and get himself together. Well, we sure hope that things are finally okay with him now that he's finally rejoined the team. When pressed about where he stood now with his teammate, Green pretty much dodged the question, implying that their relationship with each other didn't really matter. He said that the only thing that mattered currently was the fact that the two were good players and that they could help the Golden State Warriors win the championship easily. Do you smell something fishy here as well? Maybe things between the two aren't fine at all. Probably that's why they're dealing with this so professionally. What we mean to say is that the Golden State forward could have easily replied to this question by saying that the two were back to being their older selves with each other. Or he could have also said that they had moved past this incident and that this issue won't bug them again. But the way Green answered this question, it got us worried that maybe we might see a repeat of such events in the future. Up next, let's review Green's apology. The player came forward saying that he was in a terrible place mentally when he punched Jordan Poole. Okay, so he's got our sympathy and we hope that he's doing well, but you really can't go around punching people just because you're having a bad day. While making his first public comments regarding the incident, the basketballer said that he had not only failed as a leader, but as a man as well. As of right now, we don't know what Green said in his apology to Poole, but he's clarified that he made one to his teammate and the rest of the team. He declared that this was an embarrassing incident for both Poole and himself, and even their family saw the video. He further stated that his actions during the incident were extremely wrong and that he wasn't just apologizing to gain people's sympathy or to change the way people were talking about him now. Moving on, let's see why this fight took place in the first place. Well, no clear reason has yet been given regarding the origins of this unfortunate fight between the two players. In fact, Green efficiently dodged the question when he was asked for a reason. He just said that the fight appeared to be worse than he had imagined. Of course, his remarks on the situation haven't stopped people from speculating and coming up with different theories. Here's the most plausible one. Some of the reports have gone ahead to suggest that this fight occurred due to tensions between the players' contract situation. How's that possible? Well, both players are currently eligible to receive some pretty lucrative extensions, which is definitely a fantastic thing. But the problem is that only one of them might be getting the contract. Now, that's bound to result in increased tensions between the two. Jordan Poole just signed a 4-year, $123 million contract with the team, so maybe that had Green feeling a bit uneasy. And well, even though Green might say his actions didn't stem from that, we won't be surprised to know that they were a contributing factor to this fight. Right now, Green really isn't hogging Poole to find out if things between them have finally been resolved. Instead, he mentioned that he's giving the young star space. Now, is there really a chance of them fighting again? Well, even though it seems like the team has moved past this incident, their teammate Stephen Curry is actually trying particularly hard to help the two get over this incident. The head coach of the team, Steve Kerr, has come forward saying that Curry has helped the two players a lot since the incident took place. Kerr mentioned that Curry was playing a role of communicator in this incident and that he's working pretty hard to help the players with their healing process. Well, we sure hope that things are eventually getting better with help of these therapy sessions Stephen Curry is providing them. It seems like the team is used to Curry stepping up in such situations, as Steve Kerr went on to say, "Steph, he's our guy." Well, we surely would love to sign up for those therapy sessions. And to be honest, this isn't surprising at all. He really looks like the kind of guy who would drop everything just to make sure that his team is doing fine. Now, it's interesting to note that Draymond Green wasn't a part of the Golden State therapy session in the beginning. In fact, he only joined them after coming back from his break. Lastly, if things escalate, will the Golden State Warriors let Green go? Okay, let's look at this practically. Green is easily one of the best players on the team, so the team isn't really going to suspend him that easily. Of course, punching someone is a huge red flag, and the team should definitely look into him, but suspending their forward would mean that they're letting go of such a crucial piece in their lineup. One that might even cost them the championship. Even after this incident, the team decided to discipline the player internally rather than suspending him, so that he could be a part of the upcoming matches. Well, let's just hope that things between Green and Poole are completely sorted out and that they continue to play well for the Warriors without letting their differences affect them. That's a wrap for this video, folks. What are your thoughts on this incident? Can we expect something like this in the future? Please let us know what you think down in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more awesome videos like this. We'll see you in the next one with the latest updates.